It starts with a question. In the quiet of the night, staring at numbers that don't reflect your heart. But your follower count does not define your talent. Don't let the algorithm dim your light. Welcome to a new era. At Swain Family Records, we're rewriting the rules for the independent artist. We're not just a label, we're an ecosystem built for those who push harder. Step into the competitive arena. This is where live music meets real impact. From live competitions to deep storytelling, here the community decides your momentum. Unprecedented exposure, real fans, real networking, real growth. This is a place for leaders. Host your own events, build your membership, and earn your share. The harder you push, the bigger your lane becomes. Community support keeps these doors open. Together, we are unstoppable. We're building the infrastructure of the future. Apps, radio, and direct-to-fan power. We are building the people first, so when we launch with momentum. One ecosystem, multiple revenue streams, real community, no middleman. Swain Family Records, build your legacy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Swain Family Records Kingdom Sound on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. I hope everybody's had a blessed weekend. I know it was a bit chaotic for me, but I pulled through. We had the Lord's help and all that. And, the devil got in the middle of a couple of things, had some deals fall through, but it is what it is. It just wasn't meant to be. So with that said, we got some new faces tonight. So again, welcome everybody. If you're new today, we're definitely love to have you and love to have you on the Lord's Day, praising his name with us. And thank you to all our viewers out there for joining us tonight. And hopefully you guys have also had a good weekend, whether you're going through it or not. Just know that we're with you. The Lord's with you. We're all watching over you, thinking about y'all, sending digital hugs, as I like to say, when somebody's going through it. And with that said, I'm going to kick off Kingdom Sound again with reciting the Lord's Prayer. So for those following, please bow your heads. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
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 All right. So how's everybody feeling about the Collab challenge today?
Oh, it was great.
Awesome.
About the Collab challenge
Feels good.
today. Awesome. It was definitely fun. Maybe working with somebody's different styles. Maybe there are different ways of writing lyrics, coming up with lyrics, and that's definitely something we like to do. Definitely got a whole bunch of submissions and whatnot. I hope I got everybody's. If not, I'll definitely get to it right away. I'm dealing with an influx of emails for both this show and my Metal Monday tomorrow night, so hopefully I got everything sorted out. So with that said, we'll go ahead and do a little introduction of everybody here. So for those that don't know, I am Stormdok. Hey, what's up? And I host this show, and I also host Metal Mondays on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time. And as for those that know, I'm not quite the church-going person, but I'm here supporting Kingdom Sound and whatnot, and I'm still here, helping out whatever I can. Hopefully, I'm doing a good job. But so, I've been trying to watch my mouth too, because I know my Metal Mondays, I do allow explicits, but I really try to watch it for Sundays. I'm trying, please don't strike me down, Lord. I'm trying. All right. And you can find my stuff mainly on YouTube. That's where I post all my stuff first. I'm also available on Spotify, all the other Apple Store too. I was just at the Apple Store today and actually played my Apple Hate song on their speakers. That was freaking awesome. But and basically all the music stores. There's way too many of them. There's like over 100 now. I'm not going to memorize all 100. So just look up Stormdok as you see right here on the screen here, and you'll find me. So that's basically it. All right, I'm going to go in order on the screen here. So Mr. Jim B, if you want to introduce yourself and where we can find your music at.
Yeah, I'm Jim B. My music can be found pretty much everywhere. Apple, Spotify, just like you said, it's everywhere. Got to look up Jim B on all of those platforms except for YouTube, and then it'll be Jim B Topic. Go ahead, take a listen. I'm there.
Awesome, awesome, and great to have you here. So lovely to have some new faces with us today. All right, so Mr. Clayton, a little bit about yourself and where we can find your content at.
Yeah, my name is Clayton Barnes, and my music is under basically two band names. I have Crimson Cross and Shadow Puppets. I did do two albums that are kind of based on Bible stories. That's under actually Shadow Puppets, so it's you would think it would be the other one, but anyway. That one is called Bible Stories Rap Theology, and you can find that on all the major streaming platforms.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I was looking for my applause. There we go. All right, Mr. Damien, a little bit about yourself and where you can find your content at. I can't hear you, man.
I don't think he can hear you too because he's not talking.
It looked like I was seeing mouth movement from my end, anyways, and I just didn't hear anything.
You know this aka Bozy.
He's having mic problems.
Mic problem.
Okay. Well, with if he wants to type it in the private chat, I can relay it for him and whatnot. So no biggie. All right, Miss Pamela, why don't you explain about yourself and where you can find your content?
Well, I actually have three different artists. I have Coco, Luna, and I have Neil Brown. Neil will be the one that's collabing with my with Willie Byrne today. And actually Luna is the only one that you can really find. I'm in the process now of getting Coco and Neil on this one, then the two.
All right, sounds good. All right, Miss Beth, a little bit about yourself and where you can find your music at.
Hello, my name is Beth Tolliver. I am the creator of Skylar. She is it's my daughter's name, so it's kind of funny how that worked out. And you can find me on Apple Music, and even though you're even though you're against it, I still love them. They take all my music. And
Must
then
be nice.
Spotify and Facebook, I'm Beth Tolliver, and White Girl Got Swag too on Instagram and TikTok.
Awesome.
Hey, Sherry.
And Damien said in our chat, just follow 010 Productions for his content. He's awesome, dude. I've done a couple of shows with him, and his music is on point. So you definitely won't be disappointed there. I wanted to relay that before I forgot. I think that's what Clayton was about to show me, but I've been following the private chat. So, all right. Let's see. Miss Soldier Lady, a little bit about yourself. We can find your content at.
You can find me on Yolanda Warren. I just recently got started with writing music. Well, not writing music. I started writing music when I was 10. So you can find me on Facebook at Yolanda Warren, Instagram at YoLove21. Yeah, I got some words. I think y'all should check it out.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us again tonight. I know you're fairly new to the group, so welcome to the fam.
And I want y'all to bear with me. I want y'all to bear with me. I got 3 kids, and so if I look back real quick, you already know. And one is a toddler, so I'm going through it. Y'all pray for me.
That is understandable. You know, we always say real life family comes first. In the gaming world, same thing applies here. So if you got to cut off because of kids, that is understandable. So you won't get any hate here.
Okay, and another thing, I was working with Clayton, and he's great, man.
Right back at you. Yeah.
There is a gnat in my face again. Okay. All right. Who is next here? Miss Stacia, a little bit about yourself and where we can find your content. While I get this gnat here.
All right. So I'm Stacia Fisher. I have several artists, but the artist that everyone probably familiar with is I forgot the girl name. Keon Monroe. Her music on all the streaming platforms, social platforms, pretty much everywhere. And then we also have a AI soap opera. I have an AI talk show, and I do the soap opera with my sister Pamela Henry on the stage. Check us out.
Cool. Thank you. Awesome. Didn't even play all the sound there. My bad. I clicked it. It was like ended right away. And I'm like, man, come on. Better give me some better applause for Stacia here. There we go. That's right. You better encore, audience. All right. All right. So we have another new face here. We got Nova Star, a.k.a. Fozzie. So a little bit about yourself and where we can find your content.
I've been creating music for, I'm going to say 2 years now. And I started when my dad Jim B started. And you can find my music anywhere except Apple Music.
I feel you.
Twitter. I'm on Facebook under Nova Star and Fozzie James. And I'm also on Instagram on Nova _ star. So yeah, that's everything.
Cool. Welcome to the fam, Fozzie. Welcome to the fam. And we got Willie Bird. So Willie Bird, if you'd like to explain a little bit about yourself and your content, where we can find that.
I just like writing music. I like telling stories. I like expressing myself. And you can find me under Willie Burn on all streaming platforms, or you can check me out on Facebook under David Wilburn, TikTok under David Wilburn, or YouTube under Big Willie's Wild Ride.
Awesome. And as our box man in the comments says, always good to see the young folks joining us as well. You know, the future's with you guys. It's great to have more folks coming up here.
I forgot to say something. It's on the streaming platforms. It's Nova Star with capital N and S.
Alrighty. Cool. So you heard that. So you know where to find Nova Star's content at. So with that said, let's get some collabs in here. So anybody want to volunteer to go first? All righty, then me as the host, I'll volunteer us to go first then.
I go.
So yes, Beth, I'm dragging you into this too since you're my collab partner. So this one, we basically went gospel rock with this one. So like I wanted to kind of do a gospel song as my next song. You know, we spoke this over, kind of threw a couple of ideas out there, and you know it seemed like that was all right, and went right to the lyrics. Got a basic idea. The sound that it came out with had a really good beat to it. I know I used my Danny Doker persona for this one since she has Skylar. I didn't want to do Sherry Storm and Skylar, you know, and stuff like that and have it sound a little too similar. So I brought Danny into this, and as folks know here, yes, Danny can be a little demonic at times, but, you know, he was a nice guy in this one too. So I trained Danny well to be nicer on Sundays. And definitely sound a bit preachy in this one, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Let me get this up here. Wow, did I not upload it? Oops. That is easily fixable, though. Give me a quick second. I know I downloaded that. I don't know why it's not on here. Oh, no, I did upload it. Okay, here it is. I found it. Here we go.
And behold, the heavens roared with fire, and the mountains trembled beneath his name.
For the light rose against the darkness, and the darkness fled from his glory.
He is the hammer to the wicked, the refuge of the broken, the king whose voice shatters the night. A lone figure walking where angels die, burdened by the weight of every soul. He carried fire no mortal could control. He walked through deserts carved by pain, through storms that tore at flesh in vain. Every doubt became a stone, every betrayal cut to bone. Yet still he rose through blood and dust, holding truth in sacred trust. And when the world denied his name, he bore the cross and took the blame. You feel the same fire in your chest, the battles no one else confessed, but hear his voice inside the flame. You're not alone within the shame. Lift your hands and let him see his love is the fire that sets you free. When shadows rise and hope is thin, he stands beside you through the din. Raise your voice in harmony, your struggle is part of his victory. Through every trial, through agony, his gospel flame burns endlessly. Praise the Lord. He healed the sick, he calmed the waves, he walked through death and shattered graves. But even he felt fear and ache, even he knew hearts could break. You carry burdens just as real, wounds the world refuses to feel. But every tear you try to hide is proof you live, proof you survive. He knows your fear, he knows your ache, he knows the nights you nearly break, and still he whispers tenderly, you rise because you walk with me. You feel that same weight in your chest, the nights you break, the days you're stressed, but hear his voice inside the roar. You're stronger than you were before. Lift your hands and let him see his love is the fire that sets you free. When shadows rise and hope is thin, he stands beside you through the din. Raise your voice in harmony, your struggle is part of his victory. Through every trial, through agony, his gospel flame burns endlessly. Praise the Lord. Stand your ground, ignite the night, let your spirit blaze with holy light. No more silence, no more chains, no more drowning in your pains. You are chosen, you are free, you are stronger than your misery. Let the heavens finally see your struggle bursts your victory. Lift your hands and let him see his love is the fire that sets you free. When shadows rise and hope is thin, he stands beside you through the din. Raise your voice in harmony, your struggle is part of
That was awesome.
Honestly, I liked it. I liked it.
Thank you, thank you. And I just realized I was muted whenever I spoke those other words, but it was definitely a nice blend of gospel metal and Skylar, you freaking rock too, girl.
Can you guys hear me? I love
Yes.
the message
Yeah.
in that song. Yeah, I love the message in that song. Really did.
Yeah.
Dude.
It was very nice. I love the blend of the metal and the gospel. So I thought that y'all did a really good job of that. It didn't sound, sometimes if you take two genres and you kind of blend them, they can sound disjointed, but that blended really well.
That's why I kind of went more 80s metal with my typical techno metal with it, because if I put in my style of techno metal, Danny's going to start belting some demonic growls, and I don't want to doing that. He does great with 80s metal, so. All right, any more comments before I move on to the next one? That's definitely a nice start here.
It's a great song.
And we definitely got a full house tonight on Kingdom Sound. Wow. All right. Definitely got all 10 slots filled up. I know I seen Boss Man coming in and out of there, and I'm like, sorry, I can't fit you in. Too many folks here right now. StreamYard only takes up to 10 folks out there, but we love you, man. OGP Swain, he does a lot of good work for us behind the scenes, all of his promotions and whatnot, and he does his best, and we love you, man. So huge shout out. All right. So, Clayton, you and your partner, I'm going to choose y'all to go next.
Sure. So I think I got elected to talk about it, but if Soldier Lady wants to jump in and talk about it, that'd be great too. So our song is called "A Time for Everything," and it's based on it's kind of a paraphrase of Ecclesiastes 3. But then Soldier Lady wrote a really nice verse, and so it's kind of a mix of some ideas around time and how God views time, how we that's one of our struggles in life. There's never seems to be enough time, but it's like so anyway, it really blended well. I had worked on my portion, sent it over to Yolanda Warren, who's also Soldier Lady. And she did like a super great job with it, blending everything. She did most of the production work on it and was able to make it blend really nicely, like way easier or not. I don't know. I can't say it was easy on her end, but she got it back super quick and did a great job on it. So it was a real easy collab. She did a great job. So.
But I'm telling you, I couldn't sleep on it. I couldn't wait another day. I said, I got to get these words out. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
That was a must.
Hey, that music artist life, sometimes you can't sleep. I even did a song about it, can't effing sleep. I'm not going to say the whole word because obviously this is God's day, no explicits allowed, but it's a pretty interesting song. So all right, so with that said, let's listen to A Time for Everything.
Ecclesiastes 3, God's clock never runs late. Every season has a purpose. There's a time to be born, there's a time to depart. Every page of my life was written from the start. Time to build up, time to tear it all down. Time to wear a smile, time to wear a frown. Time to plant seeds, time to gather the grain. Time to dance in the sunshine, time to walk through the rain. Time to laugh loud, time to cry through the pain. Every single season has a purpose in his name. When I'm on the mountain, I remember the valley. When the world's against me, my God still rallies. He ain't never early, he ain't never late. Every open door comes at the appointed date. There's a time for everything under heaven above. A time for correction and a time for love. Every season's got every chapter with his righteous hand. I won't rush the process, I won't question why. I'll trust the one who hung the stars up in the sky. When the season changes, I'll still stand and sing, cause the King is Lord over everything. Time to keep quiet, time to boldly speak, time to stand strong, time to stay meek, time to embrace, time to let things go. Trusting every step, cause the Father always knows. I don't chase the moment, I pursue his will. Even when the storm tells my heart to stand still. Every closed door saved me from defeat. Every hard lesson brought me to his feet. He makes all things beautiful in his perfect time. Even broken stories become kingdom rhymes. From the ashes to the anthem, from the cross to grace. Every season shows the glory shining from his face. If it's winter, I'll keep believing. If it's harvest, I'll keep receiving. If it's waiting, I won't complain. The same God brings the sun and rain. His timing's perfect, his promises stand. Every season rests inside his hand. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. It might be sunshine, or it might rain. Observing if the weather change, understanding the present time. The hour has already come for you to wake up from your slumber, because our salvation is nearer now than when we first believe. Open your eyes, you must take heed. Close your eyes to count the sheep. Stuck in time, you're awake but sleep.
Time keep chasing me.
Elevation,
Salvation, temptation, understanding gravitation.
time is racing but I remain patient.
Time is in the essence.
Time is
A blessing.
Time is
No existence.
but it's vivid. There's a time for everything under heaven above. A time for justice and a time for love. So I walk by faith until my race is done, keeping my eyes on God's own Son. Every breath I take belongs to the King. Every season makes my testimony sing. When my time is over and eternity begins, I'll praise my Savior forever, because with Christ everybody wins.
Wow.
That was a vibe.
That was
a vibe.
that was really good. Like I'm ready to hop out of my chair, hands in the air, all that stuff. Oh man,
Sure.
y'all two did freaking amazing.
This is crazy. We did excellent together. I love collaborating with him. He did such a great job.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I was just really, I've done a few collabs, and I gotta say this was like one of the easier ones. Like we just like everything blended really well. I was really surprised how well it came out.
Oh, you hear that station, Pam? He said it was too easy. He's like, give this man a challenge. Hey, maybe we'll do like a bigger group next time. We'll make it harder. We could make it harder. Do like groups of 3 next time, and we'll just have that oddball out, with the 4th one, or I could just hang out for that one, and let 2 groups of 4 do it. Who knows?
There's actually was an idea to do groups of 3.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
We didn't have people.
Hey, who knows? We might be able to get something done in the future. Got lots of fun things planned for the Kingdom Sound side. For those of you guys, whether you went to church or not, you want to come hang out with us and listen to some awesome faith-based music, feel free. And thank you guys again for joining us, and the wonderful artists that came and joined us. Whether you're new or you've been with us for a little bit. We appreciate you all, and definitely got to remind everybody how much we appreciate them and whatnot, especially if you're going through it. There's been a lot, like Swain Family Records our members have been through a lot. I've been hearing stuff from people. I'm not the type to, throw all the smoke out, like that. But if you're going through right now, just know that our thoughts are with you. Whether you're going through some loss, whether you're going through some struggles, no matter what, as I always say in every stream, please do not neglect your outlets, whether it's through prayer, whether it's through a chaplain, whether it's, through a friend or family member or one of us, feel free to message one of us, and we'll either say a prayer with you, offer, some condolences, some advice, whatever we can. Sometimes you just need to talk to somebody, vent and get it out. Do not keep that in. There's been times where I've kept stuff in too long and then it got to me. Please do not keep stuff in. That can be very detrimental to, your recovery and to your health. Your body goes through stress and it starts feeling sick. Your body does not like stress. I mean, the human body is incredible. It can take so much punishment, but it can only take so much stress, guys. So please do not neglect your outlets. And with that said, that was a midway point, so I have to get that out there. But it's definitely a good message to get out there. So with that said, I have this awesome video here called The Lion's Den. So Fiona and Ash, if you want to say a little something about that.
Yeah, I'll go. And I just wanted to talk a topic of this new AI artist I created, Ash. This is her first challenge with Swain, hopefully many more. But Ash, she's pretty much the embodiment of like every woman that I've had contact with, that I've been in relationships with, that experience life through. So a lot of that comes through in her music. It was a wonderful duet that we did with this, but Lions Den, it was pretty much a thing for me last week. I was going through a lot of things that placed me in the Lions Den, and how I came out of there really shaped this song and another song I made with my other artist, Day Day. It just really, shapes that message of just going into Lions Den, being calm, being quiet, and keeping your head and your faith intact, just to get out intact.
Definitely a wonderful message to get out there. And, hopefully if you're going through it and you need something like this, hopefully it touches your soul a little bit. Hopefully it can, help you understand that there's others out there going through this as well. We're with you. I don't want to say, we understand or we get you, because everybody's personal experience is different. You're not going to say like, I understand what you're going through. Yeah, no, you don't. Maybe they could be going something completely different and you're misinterpreting, and it could make things worse. But, hopefully this song reaches, the right people. I've always said if it reaches even one person, then it's worth it. Yep. Even one person. Even if that person is yourself. Sometimes we make music for ourselves, We don't always release stuff to the public. Sometimes we make stuff for funsies or we'll make stuff for our own personal, either release of some kind, whether positive or negative, but that's why we like doing what we're doing. And if it reaches just that one person, it's worth it. Let me get this up here and we'll get this playing. And one thing I like about VLC is the awesome, I can put all the way up to 200% volume, but I won't blow anybody's eardrums. So I'll keep it at 125 since regular settings is a bit low.
You shut the mouths of lions. You never took your hand from me. Chains may form and darkness gather, but your light is all I see. You stood between the danger. Your angels watched over me. The same God who rescued Daniel is still fighting battles for me. Every trap they laid before me couldn't stop what you ordained. Every lion had to bow down at the mention of your name. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fear may whisper, faith speaks louder. Waymaker, but you stay faithful. You are my defender, my deliverer, my protector. Forever. Yeah, you still deliver. I done walk through valleys where the street lights quit. Head full of questions till you never once slip. Tears on my hoodie, hope tucked in my sleeve. Had to learn real faith ain't about what I can see. They said give up, I heard heaven say wait. Every closed door was just changing my fate. I ain't fearless, I just know who's with me. Even in the den, your peace still fits me. If you fed the sparrows, you remember my name. Every scar got a story, every loss brought gain. So if the lions roar, let them roar all night. Morning always comes when you're holding the light. You still deliver. You still cover. You still rescue. You still reign. You're still the God who shuts the mouths of every lion standing in my way. Standing in my way. Standing in my way. You're still protecting. She was just a little girl with ribbons in her hair, praying anybody would notice she was scared. Every door she opened led to another hungry smile. The people meant to guard her only stayed a little while. Uncles with secrets, strangers with plans, too young to understand the weight of grown folks' hands. Every I love you started sounding like a lie, so she learned to smile first, then cry when no one was nearby. The mirror quit talking, she stopped saying her name, started wearing all the guilt that never was her blame. She kept asking heaven, did you lose my address? Cause every prayer she whispered came back sounding like she ain't need diamonds, she just needed to feel safe. She ain't need the spotlight, she just wanted one embrace. Thrown to the lions before she even knew the game. Still carrying the scars of people she'll never name. Now she's standing in the same den they thought would be a grave. Heart still shaking, but she's finally learning to be brave. The lions took a childhood, but they couldn't steal a soul. God was in the silence, holding every piece they stole. Send your angels, I know you're with me. You never left, you never failed. The lions couldn't touch me. You covered me. Thank you, Jesus. My defender, my keeper, my deliverer, my deliverer. You get the glory. No weapon, no fear. I'm still standing. Glory to your name.
Wow, very powerful song there. Very intense. You know, I love the beat, that rhythm with it. It kept you really in it. And that message, you know, that hold on, because you know God's fighting for you. That was awesome. You know, especially with what we were just talking about right before I played that song. You know, that it was definitely fitting and very coincidental. But hey, maybe it was divine intervention. You know, I was talking about that, and he was like, "Let's play this song next." So why not? Get Miss Soldier Lady back in here. There we go. All right. So, any other input on this wonderful?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Oh my God! From what I heard, I loved it. Oh my God, the phone kept kicking me out. I'm sorry about that.
Aww.
It's all right.
It's all right. We've all had our fair share of technical issues.
But that song right there, that's crazy. Y'all got to send that to me. I got to hear that again.
Great song. I was definitely feeling the vibe.
Yeah.
Will do. We'll also post it to the page. We'll post it to the page too. But yeah, we'll send it out.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, that was a great song. I loved how they took the Bible story and applied it kind of like into a modern day story as well. I think that's really what the Bible's all about. It's not just like, oh yeah, that was a cool thing that, that happened or whatever, but it's all about like, how does it apply to your life? How does it, change you? Anyway, and then the other thing on like, as far as the, definitely going to go on my playlist. I have to say, like, my playlist is like pretty much mostly just like Swain family record, members. I don't even really listen to a lot of the mainstream stuff anymore because it's all the same. It's all seems to be recycled. I find that the music that we have is just a lot more original and interesting for me.
Well said, well said. And, I've always said, if you don't like your own music, what are you doing? And definitely lots of folks here put out some really good stuff. So, again, if you can't remember where we can find everybody's content, feel free to check back on our channel and click back to around the beginning when we introduced everybody. Give everybody a like, follow, subscribe, whatever it says on their various pages and whatnot, because we're all over, the different internet sites, social medias. There's so many of those too. I remember when it was just all MySpace. Now it's Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, all of that stuff now. And MySpace was banging. I don't know what happened to that. And, it is what it is. I wish MySpace can come back. I love the customizable profiles you can have with that. But I'm living back in the early 2000s there. So with that said, that's ancient history at this point. Folks in the comments definitely loved it. I know we got Dodgers 2028 on Twitch. So what's up, dude? Or chick, whichever. I can't tell obviously without profile pictures, but I try to say hi to everybody. And again, thanks for tuning in with us, and glad to have you here too, my man. All right, and definitely got some folks loving it, watching the show with us right now, and definitely off to a very good start. So with that said, let's get our new guys on here next. So Mr. Jim B, say a little bit about your song.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a little bit about it, and then I'm gonna put it over to Fozzie there to finish it up. So our song is called "Blood Ain't Everything." It's a little bit different message than you guys are sending. It's not so God and Christian, but it's a great message. So I'm gonna hand it over to Foster from here.
Hold on, I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's all right. Streaming nerves. It gets to everybody.
Okay. So it's about friends, family, and how blood isn't always. How do I put this? I kind of put myself in a ditch here.
It's all right. Take it.
Sometimes be better than blood. That's what it's about.
Yeah, friends are sometimes better than blood. That's the general gist of the song.
Ain't that the truth? So sometimes you just got a very poor family. I mean, unfortunately, you can't help what family you were born into, but you can definitely help who your friends are. And it's definitely good to have a nice crew around, whether it's, between us, as Swain family and all that, or whether it's with your other real life friends that you hang out with in person. And it's definitely a very strong message to have, and I don't know the Bible well enough to know if there's any, recitals, to come out of it related to that, but we'll definitely go ahead and play the song. And yeah, we'll see. Sorry, my words are leaving me right now. I'm on a caffeine crash. I need some more Starbucks.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back roads, old boots, hearts that never quit. This one's for the people who stayed, the ones who became family. I came from a porch with a dream in my hands, raised by love more than silver or land. Mama said stand tall, let your heart lead the way. Those words still guide me every day. I've seen good times, I've seen hard roads, shared the weight of some heavy loads. Now I know what really means everything. Not the gold, but the love we bring. Blood ain't everything. Love can change your name. Friends become your family. Hearts all burn the same. When the road gets long, we carry one another on. Home is where your people are, no matter where they're from.
Yeah, I walked a different road, but somehow it led me here. Funny how the people you ain't born with can be the ones that save your life. Hey, I was raised by the lessons that the hard times taught. Had a pocket full of scars and a mind full of thoughts. Lost some people that I swore would always stay. Watched some family fade and walk away. Had my back against walls, had my name dragged through dirt. Had to learn real quick who was real and who hurt. Cause a last name don't mean somebody got your back. And a stranger can love you when your whole world cracks. I ain't got every answer, ain't claiming I do, but I know what loyalty and love can prove. The ones who showed up when I had nothing to give, all the reason this old heart still knows how to live. Yeah, I got blood in my veins from the ones before me, but the people beside me wrote the rest of my story. They picked up the pieces when I couldn't stand. Put a little faith back into a broken soul.
Blood ain't everything. Love can change your name. Friends become your family. Hearts all burn the same.
When the road gets long, we carry one another on.
Home is where your people are, no matter where they're from. I've learned that home isn't made with walls. It's built by the ones who answer your call. Through every sunrise and every storm, they gave this wandering heart home.
Yeah, I've been lost in places nobody knew, fighting battles I never showed you. But the hands that reached out when I couldn't see were the ones that brought me back to me. No family tree could ever explain the kind of love that helps heal pain. Some people are born into your blood. Some people earn their place through love.
Blood ain't everything. Love can change your name. Friends become your family. Hearts all burn the same.
When the road gets long, we carry one another on.
Home is where your people are, no matter where they're from. It ain't about where you started, it's about who stayed. Blood ain't everything. Love is what remains.
Wow, very powerful song there, Jim B and Fozzy. Great job on that one, and I definitely can't wait to hear more because I was listening to y'all's premiere essentially during Mr. Swain's show and whatnot, and I definitely loved what I heard on that one too. And I couldn't wait to hear y'all stuff today, and it was banging.
Thank you, for sure.
Welcome to the family for sure. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more.
Great message on the song, and it's actually I actually gave that advice to someone once. So I had a friend that had grown up in a pretty abusive family system, and was actually like a cult, and so she went through a lot of things with that, and she was still kind of struggling with, like some forgiveness and, she was being kept from like, a relationship with her younger brother that she, wanted to still have contact with. And, I just, the thing I told her was, I said, sometimes, you're born into you're blessed to be born into a really great family. And then other times you got to make your own family. And so, your real family, or like those that like have your back, that are going to tell you the hard truths. They're not going to always tell you what you want to hear, but they're always going to speak the truth to you, but they're going to also do it in love. And so, anyway, that's what real family is.
Ain't that truth? And I know that saying, "Home is where the heart is," too, and that's definitely very true.
Yeah, around my house we call them family.
As I was saying in the comments too, I got a Navy bestie like that. So shout out to Kay. I love you, girl. Awesome. We served in the Navy together, went through some hardships in the Navy together. I got her out of so many captain's mess. I was a really good talker. What can I say? So I was able to get her out of so much trouble. And luckily, I'd never really had to get in trouble for her to bail me out. But, huge shout out to her. She's definitely an awesome friend to have. And we still talk today. So it's been, since I joined in 2005. So, yeah, it's been 11 years now. 21 years. Where is my time going by? Oh, man. 21 years. Wow. All right. So, with that said, we do have one more collab tonight. And I know she's been patiently waiting down there. I can see, her video cam and all. So, Miss Pam and Willie Byrne, go on ahead and say a little bit about your song. Miss Pam, you're muted.
Okay. When David sent me his song, I listened to it and I immediately liked it. I was like, okay, now what am I going to do with this? I didn't know which direction I wanted to take Nia in. I didn't know if I wanted to do an answer to it. I didn't know which direction I wanted to go with it. So I was like, well, just stick to the program. So I was just like, let Nia do what Nia going to do.
Quite literally letting Jesus take the wheel, huh?
Yeah, just let Jesus take the wheel. So it took me a couple of days before I decided. I was like, okay, well, just let Nia do what Nia gonna do. So I finally come up with something, and when I did, I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I like this. Stacy was on the phone with me when I came up with it, and she was like, she said something before I did. She was like, oh, I like that, and so she said.
So for me, I came to it thinking, what do we all encounter? And that's trials. And we're all faced with them and we all have to overcome them. But in the end, it molds us into who we need to be. And the purpose we need to serve. So that's where I came from. So it's refined by the fire. Yeah.
No worries. Appreciate
That was amazing.
Yeah, his refined by the fire and my grace.
Awesome. And from what everybody's saying, it's definitely lined up to be a really good one. So without further ado, here's Refined by the Fire.
I walked the road with dust on my boots, questions hanging where the answers used to. Every closed door felt like goodbye. Every tear fell beneath an empty sky. I cried, Lord,
Did you forget my name? Or am I just another spark lost in the flame? Then a whisper came through the darkest night. Child, I'm teaching you to walk by faith, not sight. What feels like breaking might just be making. What feels like losing could be heaven moving. I walk through doors with my head hanging low, carrying stories I prayed no one would know. Every wrong turn echoed louder than my prayer, wondering if mercy could ever find me there. I thought I had to earn what love could freely give, until your whisper reminded me to live. Before I found the words, before I called your name, you were already reaching for me. Grace knew my name long before I changed. It saw tomorrow through my yesterday. When all I saw was scars, love saw who I would become. Mercy met me where I fell, lifted me just the same. I didn't find amazing grace. Grace knew my name. When the fire gets hotter, he's shaping his sons and daughters. Every mountain, every valley, every sky becomes a testimony. He doesn't waste one single tear. He's building courage through the fear. The trial isn't where your story ends, it's where your purpose truly begins. If he trusted David with Goliath, he first trusted him with lonely fields. If he trusted Esther with a kingdom, he first trusted her with a waiting. If he's allowing the fire, it's because he already sees the gold.
Woo, I need to get a sound effect in here going hallelujah, hallelujah.
Wonderful song. Wonderful song. Great job, guys.
Hey, Storm, you need to get a. Well, I don't know. It might be a copyright issue, but I was thinking if we could have Medea saying "Hallelujah," that would be really
Hallelujah.
cool.
Yeah. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Oh, I love Medea's movies. Oh my goodness. Tyler Perry is freaking awesome. I love him. Hey, maybe I can I can work that. I know how to do some clips, so I can probably get some Medea in here, you know, if everybody's cool with it.
Well, I enjoyed the collab.
Want me to clean up, go in and start spring cleaning, wake the kids up, tell them y'all get up, start cleaning, put on the music, turn it up loud. This that music that I woke up to.
Hey, this is definitely some good music to wake up to. That's for sure. You know, get up there, praise His name with us for a little over an hour, you know, and get in that high spirits. You know, start the healing, start the refining. You know, start everything. You know, whatever you're going through. As I said again earlier, please don't neglect your outlets. So definitely an amazing song. You know, shout out to Pam and Willie Byrne for that one. Y'all two did amazing with that collab. You know, then wow, this collab challenge was a good one.
He was a great person to work
shout
with.
out.
So he was down for anything. It didn't matter to him. He was a great person to work with.
Well, I knew it was going to be great because when I saw that you two collab, because I know you both do really good music, so I knew you would come up with something good together. Collabs work
Thank you.
really well as long as you got two people that don't have like egos. It works really well.
So
Yeah.
far, we haven't had too much ego with Swinging Family
No,
Records. I know we've
I
had
haven't.
one or two since I've joined, get a little uptight about things, but, we'll leave that for that to deal with. We won't bring that over here. This is Kingdom Sound. We're here for one reason only, to put out our music in his name, and we all celebrate how we celebrate in our own ways, whether it's through rock, gospel, whether it's through some R&B, the basic church sound. I mean, we all celebrate in our own way, and that's one thing that makes us all unique, as far as all of the wonderful artists that we have with Swinging Family Records joining with us tonight. I've heard just about every genre with everybody, rap, R&B, metal, definitely everything here, even country as well, even some pop. Pop's honestly one I have not heard too much with either group. I haven't really heard too much pop songs. Who knows?
I got a bunch of pop. I just if the show calls for it, I've done a little bit on May Day, but yeah, I have a lot of pop. That's probably what I have most of, actually.
Stay
Even
tuned,
though I
everyone. We're going to be having Clayton in a boy band one of these days. Kicking it up with Backstreet and NSYNC.
Yeah, I have a couple of those. My wife likes those. It's not my favorite genre, but
Well, we all have our unique niches, and there's nothing wrong with that. That makes us unique too. Whether we like rock, whether we like metal, whether we like pop, whether we like soft, romantic, lovey-dovey music. It doesn't matter. There's a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah.
And again, thank you to our wonderful artists, and a huge shout out again to Stacia and Pam as well, our two lovely ladies. Basically running most of this stuff here. I'm just here doing the talking and trying to look all right, trying to not to ruin everybody's reputations with my horrible hosting moments at times. But, I try my best. But definitely huge shout out to those two ladies, and huge shout out to our new faces for coming and joining with us tonight. I know not everybody's comfortable with the camera right away, and Mr. Jim B and Fozzie getting right on it, showing their faces to the world, and we love to see that, you guys. You need to feel a little bit shy and whatnot, no biggie, no pressure. I won't force you to come out of your camera. If you want to hide behind your avatar, hey, go on ahead. No pressure at all. I'm not the type to say, hey, you better be on video, otherwise you're not coming to live with us tonight. Yeah, no. We're pretty chill with Swinging Family Records. We're, we try to help each other out when we can, offer advice, give advice, maybe help out with some stuff, because Suno's constantly changing. We're all constantly adapting to it. And, sometimes if we're not getting a melody right, we can go, hey, I heard this song, and you had this melody in it. How did you get that melody out there? Or like a certain instrumental, effect or whatnot. And we're definitely here for you. And I know some folks have problems with duets, like if you have duet issues, like getting your male and female singers, to sing the right lines or whatnot. There's plenty of us that have multiple singers, like for their personas. Like I've got 5 of them with Stormdok, so they're all the same band members, and I all give them the their own each individual voices as well. Sometimes it's hard to get them to rotate lines how they're supposed to. You can ask Clayton, like we're in a chat together, and with us and Josh from we do Metal Mondays and other stuff together, and I'm like, hey, I cannot get Sherry and Danny to say their right lines, or Danny's supposed to be saying this and Sherry belts out a line instead of him, or vice versa. And, we're definitely here to help each other, and they offer some pretty cool advice too.
Yeah, because me and Pam got a group called Velvet Honey, and it's like no matter what we do to their voices, it's like somehow their voices always blend for some reason, and they all have different voices.
And even if you're specific, like if you put male voice and then the line, and then female voice and then a line, and sometimes Suno would point and laugh and go, ha ha, and I'll just switch vice versa, have the female belt the male line and vice versa.
Brackets don't even work all the time.
So I did a it's kind of an R&B song called Arm Candy and Beefcake, and it's a duet. And I finally got it. Like, I think it was an accident that I finally got it to do it right. But like, yeah, the guy kept singing the female lines, and the female kept. And it was like, it took me a while to get that one worked out. I was like, and every time I do a duet, I'm like, I'm never do another one. And then I would come up with an idea, and I like. So yeah, they keep sucking me back in.
And even if they're the same gender too, I just got a message from Jim B, mentioning how, sometimes you'll have two of the same gender, but maybe different sounding as well. Like maybe you have one with a Southern accent and one without a Southern accent. And sometimes that can, clash as well.
Yeah.
I definitely had that issue with trying to do my country metal because it kept trying to change Sherry and Danny's voices to country accents. And I'm like, okay, Sherry's from, she's like me. She's essentially a representation of me. She's from San Antonio and all, but she doesn't sound that country. All right. She ain't from East Texas or whatnot, where all the country folks, are and whatnot. But with that said, we'll go on ahead and we'll explain next week's event because I got that on here from our awesome two ladies here. I got to pull that back up because my Apple iPhone decided to just close Messenger on me or reset. Gotta love it. Here we go. So next Sunday, we are choosing an old hymn of choice and recreating it into a modern song. So basically, if you have an old like church hymn, something you've heard, again, this is faith-based and whatnot, being on Sunday, like I'll do a little bit of explanation with my choice because I'm choosing Eternal Father. And that's basically like an at sea hymn. That's what you hear a lot with people that go at sea. And me being a Navy veteran, I thought it was perfect if I did Eternal Father. So it's basically asking for protection while on the sea. And I figured that was perfect for me to do. And, I'm going to try to do it in a modern Stormdok way, but obviously without the deep throaty growls and whatnot. It's meant to be a praise song. So, don't want to go too hard with it. I've gone a little too hard with past songs, but, I'm trying. I'm getting better. That's why if I think it's too hard, I send it to our two awesome ladies first. I'm like, hey, is this too hard? Like with my Moses song, and I'm like, yeah, Danny's a bit too demonic. We got to change that. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Hey, Stormdok.
Yes.
On this this next challenge, I'm assuming that we'll be. So I know we're kind of like doing a reimagining. I'm assuming we're gonna like change up the lyrics because, like. And I know some of these may be past the copyright thing, but I know we don't want to get any copyright thing. So what are the rules? Are we like, is it basically just a modern version of the music, or are we actually rewriting it kind of in our own words and kind of more modern?
I don't think you can rewrite it. I think you have to keep the same words. I think you can just like updo it, but I think you have to keep the same words.
So can we do that? Like, is there going to be any copyright issues with that? Like, or is it copyright? Like,
now,
what's the?
How long you
start copyright? You start copyrighting, I think, when you start trying to change the words and stuff in it.
No,
I think copyright works against that.
You can use the same words, maybe like as a chorus or a bridge or something like that, but you have to add to it, so it's not.
Well, that's what I thought, because like I know, like for example, it's not Chris.
If you look up what is it, Top Music Attorney on YouTube, she actually goes into a lot of detail about doing what she's got a video on cover songs, and it's essentially the same.
I know you do cover song, but you have to get permission. You have to get permission on cover songs.
She said there's a way to do it without necessarily permission, though. Like, and she did mention changing lyrics.
Well, like Chris Tomlin wrote one called "It's Amazing Grace," but he did a thing, but it's called "Chains" or something. He changed, like he put in a different chorus on part of it. So anyway, just something to look into, I guess.
And you can use those words. You just can't use it in the same form as they done it, and you can't use those words as the entire song. Like, you have to tweak it. You have to add your own to it. Like, add your verses or add libs. You have to add
I'm muted. I'm muted.
or something. I mean, as a chorus or
I
a
think
bridge or something.
I think I already sent my entry in for next week. If I did, please let me know if that's okay. Because like I did my own rendition of "Fly Away." Like it's
Yeah.
not the same. It's
Right.
a
And
reimagination
your
of.
words are good.
And just remember, for those of you that are submitting songs, make sure it comes to me. Mr. Moses gets
Yeah.
like 50 plus songs a day and all
Right.
that stuff. So if it's a show that I'm hosting, go on ahead, send it my way. Yeah, normally I'm a lot better than I was with it today. You know, I log in early afternoon, I get everybody's music's uploaded and whatnot, and
Yeah.
I'm good to go for 6 p.m. So,
Yeah, maybe we can post a clarification with the group just so we know what the rules are.
Okay.
sounds good. And with that said, I will go on ahead and I got the weekly lineup for Sweeney Family Records as well. So I'm going to start out with Sundays since, you know, Sunday's technically the first day of the week. So 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And all of these times are going to be in Central Standard Time. So that way I don't have to say Central Standard Time every time. But 6 p.m. is Kingdom Sound with us for all our faith-based folks out there. Mondays, we have Unfiltered and Unapologetic, two peas in a pod with Kay and Yetta, two awesome ladies. It's basically like another discussion kind of gossip channel. You know, they like a podcast, you know, where they talk about different subjects, different themes, and they have a lot of energy. They're two really great ladies, so definitely join them. And their show is from 7p to 8p. And then 9p is My Metal Mondays, where we definitely rock out and have some fun time, do some headbanging and whatnot. And we definitely, in Metal Monday is a free event, mind you. So if you're a metalhead or rocker or whatnot, you want to come join us, feel free to submit your songs. Let me know on my post on Facebook or message me personally. That way I can get your name written on the list. I actually have a lot of people asking about it, so please give me some time if I don't respond right away, because I'm gonna have to go through when everybody sent me messages that way I can get everybody in. I will be prioritizing some new folks there, so you know, even if I gotta bow out my own song, it is what it is. You know, I'm willing to, you know, put myself out there for another new face out there. So definitely come and join us. We're pretty chill people. Tuesdays we have a new premiere with Tanya and Beth at 7 p.m. And their topics is, you know, pretty sensitive topics like addiction, recovery, suicide awareness. It's another kind of a talk show. Ms. Beth, if you can feel free to talk about your new show for a little bit.
Okay, so our show is just basically a talking show, just to let people know that they're not alone, that there's other people that have experienced some of the same things that they've been through, just under different circumstances and such. But it's just an awareness show and everything, just to let us know that we're all family and we're all here for each other.
Awesome. Definitely a nice addition to have, especially with what everybody's going through right now. And again, their show's at 7 p.m. And at 9 p.m., we have our
I'm sorry.
What's up?
Can I also add something to that?
Yeah, sure.
You think you think you could do a show with probably sorry about that, with the music also, because we got music for pain like that.
Yeah, indeed. I got tons of
Miss Beth, you there with us? Well,
okay.
I'm sure if you either message it or put it in the chat, I'm sure she'll get the message and whatnot. We definitely got so many outlets to keep in contact. It's crazy with all the technology in this world. But I'll definitely ask her too, just in case. You know, we can get some clarification, or we can post it in the group as well. Whatever works. So many outlets. And 9 p.m. on Tuesdays is our May Day with our wonderful May Morton, and she's freaking awesome too. Got her through her little May Day sparkle there. And her show is also non-explicit, family-friendly stuff, folks. You know, at least PG-13. You know, max. Definitely, if it wouldn't make it PG-13, with the exception of the F word rule, because PG-13s you actually are allowed one F word. But with her show, no F words, not non-explicit, folks. PG. We'll keep it PG max. And her theme this week is romance. So, if you got a nice love song, got a song about a crush, or general love song, feel free to send it to her. I'm sending her my little crush song that I got from Matt Smith. So it is what it is. All right. And Wednesday, we have the Noe Boys, and his topic is Bring Your Truth. So it sounds like it says bring an original song that tells your story. So something that says a little bit about you, maybe some of your experiences, what you all about, what your message or words for life are, stuff like that. And that all genres welcome. So, I know they do a lot of outlaw country and rock and all that, but feel free to bring anything to them. And Thursday, if Clayton wants to say a little bit about his Comedy Corner show for that day.
Yeah, so we got a new show called The Comedy Club, and it's every Thursday at 9 o'clock. This week we're going to be doing, we're going to have people create a song based on a movie, TV show, or book of your choice. So you can, pick something that's already funny, kind of could be, something based on Monty Python or, Seinfeld or something like that. Or it could be something that would typically be a serious thing. Like you could, do some kind of work from Shakespeare and just turn it into a comedy. So just use your imagination, have fun with it, and then submit it, and then come on and join us on the show for some lyrics and laughs.
Awesome. Definitely fun. I know I missed last Thursday, so I apologize again, but I'll definitely try to make this Thursday for sure. Friday at 12 p.m. we have Global Top 5 Countdown with Chrissy G, one of our folks over from the good old island of UK over there across the pond, and I know he definitely wanted to get an earlier show out there so that folks from the UK can definitely chime in and not be so late at night, because another shout out to Chrissy G and NVAI, but both of our English folks over there, and they're always hanging with us, and it's like 2 or 3 in the morning their time. I feel so bad, but those guys are troopers, so definitely shout out to them too. All genres welcome as well, and theirs is a more anonymous sound as well, so this is definitely fun. So you send your stuff to Swain Family Records, and they'll play your song, and it's kind of a little fun thing afterwards. You try to guess who sung what, and vote for your favorite based off of the song itself, not off of the person. That way it's some could consider it more fair, because some folks, have a bit more of a fan base than others, so they put a song out there and their fan base just votes for them no matter what. So I kind of like these anonymous competitions, where you base it off of the song and not the person. So definitely some fun stuff to listen to. And Mr. Swain with his new member community spotlight. So again, if you're a new face and you're out there listening to us and you decide you want to get some music put out there, feel free to come join Swain Family Records, join the music competitive arena. I know we're switching over to Swain Family Records Network instead of that. I wanted to put that out there. I definitely didn't forget that, but we're definitely a pretty big network out there talking with numerous folks and trying to get some new faces on. So we definitely had a nice influx lately. So again, shout out to Boss Man Swain out there. And it's also a free event. So if you're a new face and you want to submit a song, go and get in contact with him and we'll make it work. Saturday, we have Fantasy Fiction Live with Rebecca Lynn Mills. So you make a fantasy-inspired song, whether it's storytelling, whether it's about gaming, magic, imaginations, writing, anime, whatever fun, nerdy stuff floats your boat, make a song about it. And her show is Saturday at 7 p.m. So we definitely got something for every day of the week this week. Swain Family Records is growing, and we definitely love to see that, and again, thank you to all our wonderful artists who came with us tonight. Oh, hey, shout out to Soldier Lady's little one on the camera there. What's up, little one?
Hi. Your name Mira?
I gotta love it when the kids join the live streams. Why not? Sometimes I don't think I've ever had my kid come up here. Maybe I'll have her do it for Metal Monday. She's a metalhead just like her mama. So again, thank you for all of our wonderful artists for joining us. Again, our topic for next week is hymns. So find a hymn you like and do it in your own modern way. You know, whichever genre you want to do it in. We'll stay to keep an eye on Swain Family Records Kingdom Sounds group, you know, for posts on clarifications. You know, if you need any help, or feel free to message one of our wonderful members. You know, we'll gladly try to help out, and if we're busy, we'll get to you whenever we can. You know, please know you're not being ignored. You know, if we don't get to you right away, you know, we definitely got a lot of real life on top of all this stuff. So if we don't get back to you, we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible and whatnot. I set up this weird AI agent on my Stormdok page, so when people are messaging me on my Stormdok page, my AI agent responds for me, and it's been weird. So I definitely got to work on that programming. So if you message my Stormdok page for stuff, you know, don't worry, the fixes are coming. I don't even know how that got set up. It must have been an accidental thing I did when I was half asleep. But shout out to all our viewers out there for joining us. You know, I know when we show up to this and we want to get our music put out there, you know, we wouldn't have followers and all that stuff without you guys. So huge shout out to all our viewers out there. And yes, we also have Kingdom Sound Feud coming up, so that's going to be fun. So maybe that'd be another fun collab challenge, you know, splitting it in half. Who knows? Maybe do some Family Feud like things. If you want to explain a little bit about the feud stuff, feel free.
Well, we're still trying to put it together. We're still trying to work it out, how we're going to do it and which way we're going. So I don't really want to say too much about it right now because we still got some kinks we still trying to work through.
No worries. And I saw a comment, Miss Stasia, where we were working on a Bible study day one day a week as well. And but stay tuned to Swain Family Records Kingdom Sound for future events. You know, a lot of stuff is still in the planning phase right now. And once we get, you know, details set, we'll post it in the group. Again, there's only 3 little questions you got to answer to get in either group, whether it's Kingdom Sound or Music Competitive Arena. And there is a little registration process. The link is in the featured post. So if you need to know how to register to get in the paid events, it's on the it should be on the featured posts and whatnot. And if not, again, message an admin. One of the admins will help you guys out. So with that said, we're going to ahead and close out for the stream. It's definitely a full house tonight. I don't think I've had a full house stream since my very first Metal Monday, so that was nice. So thank you. Huge shout out to every single one of you guys, and all of you guys are awesome. And shout out to everybody in the comments out there, including the new faces I've seen out there. And we got a newbie who submitting for my Metal Monday, so yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right. And hope everybody continues to have a blessed weekend. And if you're going through it, please don't neglect your outlets. You know, we're all here with you, and the Lord's definitely with you. You know, if you got to say a quick prayer, ask for some help, do not neglect your outlets, no matter what that outlet is, whether it's a friend, family member, whether it's God, a chaplain, you know, etc. Please don't neglect your outlets. And with that said, as I like to say on my Metal Mondays, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay metal. And definitely stay hopeful, because you know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, sometimes things get worse before they get better. You know, just stay strong. You guys got this. You're awesome. I love you guys, and take care.
You ever drop a song and feel like nobody really heard it? No comments. No support. Just silence. Uploaded. Forgotten. Streaming numbers don't mean nothing. But what if there was a place built different? Where artists don't get buried, they battle. Where fans don't scroll, they connect. Where your sound actually gets heard. Swain Family Records. Music competitive arena, real battles, real fans, real connection. No gatekeepers, no fake hype, just music and a community that listens. This is your moment to be seen, to be heard, to be part of something bigger. Join the movement, build your sound. This ain't for everybody. This is for the ones who know they got it and ready to prove it.
We go from Maxine.